Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're back at Disney California Adventure Park. We're going to be trying more 2025 Lunar New Year foods that have just released for this celebration to see if they're worth adding to your list. We will also be on the lookout for any new merchandise that is recently released here at the resort, as well as talking about some updates that you might want to know about before your next trip to Disney California Adventure Park. It's all in this video and much, much more, so stay tuned. But before we get started with today's video, guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you guys do enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed, and tap that notification bell to be notified when we do drop a new video. So let's get started. We have just arrived here on Buena Vista Street. It is 10:30, 57 degrees. We're back. So I'm excited to see what today has to offer.
It is sweater weather. I usually don't repeat my sweater, but as I just got this one, I want to rock it every day because it's so cute and comfy.
And of course, while we're here on Buena Vista Street, let's head inside Five and Dime and see what new merchandise they have today. We are now inside, and of course, we are greeted with the Lunar New Year 2025 merchandise. Again, nothing quite selling out at this time. However, I think I still want one of these little teacups. They just look so cool. As well as those red envelopes. I mean, you really can't go wrong with those each and every year. Disney just does a great job with them. However, like we've pointed out, a lot of you guys are definitely mixed on how you like the merchandise, which we can totally understand. And hopefully, I guess, next time around, it changes a little bit more so you can enjoy your zodiac sign year. And off to the left-hand side, it also looks like there is plenty of Lunar New Year 2025 merchandise. However, I'm not seeing some t-shirts as well as certain pins. So could it be that those are actually sold out? Now here in the pin department, I just noticed this, guys. Remember, like, what was it, last year, a few years ago? Like the pin backings looked like, at least the cardboard, looked a little bit different. I could have sworn that they did. However, I'm kind of digging the design just because you can actually just enjoy what the pin actually looks like without like extra stuff. But yeah, I just noticed that. And in the hat department, it doesn't look like we have any new hats at this time, which, you know, probably getting a little bit closer to summer, we'll probably see some more stuff trickling on in. But at the moment, still the same collections. And we're over here at the ear wall, and it doesn't look like I'm seeing any new ears at this time. However, I'm going to check for a couple of restocks in this video for certain items that you guys have asked us to look for. But of course, over here, I'm not seeing the Haunted Mansion ones, which I don't think they sell on this side of the resort. However, it's been a hot minute, actually, since I've seen the Jasmine ears. I don't believe these are new, but they are returning. Now, it looks like we still have our giant Mickey Lunar New Year 2025 plush, and that will run $34.99. Now, guys, I have been trying to find the Lunar New Year Magic Key pin. However, I do think they are sold out. However, it does look like they have the limited release one still, the open edition for $19.99. And off to the right-hand side in the entrance, it looks like we still have plenty of the 2025 collection here in stock. So again, a lot of the pieces you could pretty much find throughout the resort are located in here. However, I know a couple of you guys have asked for certain restock checks on certain items, and of course, if I see any of those, I will definitely point them out. Now we're over here at the Director Mickey plushes, and it does look like they're starting to semi-thin out, which are really, really great. And if you guys are coming, make sure you pick it up so that way you don't miss out on something like this. And these will run $24.99 each. Now, I don't actually think I've ever shown these on the channel, so it looks like for $9.99 each. There's different little hand sanitizer holders, which are all super, super cute. However, I don't think you can go wrong with the Baymax one. But again, if you're interested in any of these, they will run $9.99 each. Now for $34.99, it looks like we have a new Disney Animations Collection Littles. It looks like we have our Moana 2 Motuni Island. Oh my goodness, guys, I am so sorry if I've mispronounced that, but it does look like they have one of those in stock. And right below it for $19.99, we have some new Moana 2 sandals for kids as well, which do look really, really cute. Now it looks like we do have a new arrival. So for $54.99, a part of that same Disneyland collection, it looks like we have a pink version for kids, which, my goodness, looks really good. The puff print on it is definitely up to par. On the front, of course, we have the puff print of the Disneyland D. I know this collection has been going bonkers for adults, so it's actually really nice to see that they made some also for kids. Now, it appears to be a new side bag for $29.99 of Winnie the Pooh, so it can kind of go with some of the Winnie the Pooh collection. However, I think this is a really fun and colorful design. I do really like it. So we have a fun zipper, as well as Winnie the Pooh embroidered on the front and on the back. So it looks like right here, he's actually trying to eat the honey. And right here, maybe he ran out. But this is a really fun concept. I do love my side bags here at Disneyland, so this might actually become a part of the collection. Now here for the adult sizes for these sweatshirts of the Disneyland collection, I'm only seeing bigger sizes at this moment, and I am kind of unaware if there's going to be a restock. I'd imagine maybe one more for some of those sizes, but unfortunately, if you guys are looking for these at this time, I'm not seeing any. But we'll continue to look at other shops here at Disney California Adventure Park to see if we see any other sizing. Now making our way more inside of Elias & Co. It looks like the Play in the Parks collection is very well in stock in this area. However, I'm no longer seeing the sweatshirt that released with this collection. I mean, we do have the quarter zip, but the other one I'm just not seeing at this time. Now for $44.99, it does appear that we have a nice restock of the Thanos ears, which I kind of still want to get for Nicole just because my favorite Marvel character is Thanos. And you guys know me, I'm more of a Star Wars guy, but you know, I do have a soft spot for Marvel, and I think Thanos being one of the characters. So if you're interested in these, it does look like they have them. Now here in the Star Wars department, it doesn't look like we have our Need Space shirt anymore. It looks like Yoda needed that space. So unfortunately, I think that shirt is sold out at the moment. And the reversible crew neck sweatshirts are still here. Well, I don't know if they would be considered a crew neck sweatshirt. I mean, I guess the material is a little bit different from your traditional crew neck, but they will run $69.99. And remember, these are reversible. So the castle does have another unique design. So you're essentially kind of getting a 2-for-1. And don't forget, if you want just a nice, simple graphic tee, they will run $29.99 each. However, if you do buy two, they will be $25 a piece. Now it looks like we do have a few different Dooney and Burke bags in this area as well. And they are advertised for Valentine's Day, so if you want to get your loved one of these items, it looks like you could find them here. And as far as any Valentine's Day merchandise, it really doesn't appear that any of that stuff has restocked. I'm really not even seeing any signs of one happening, but we'll continue to look around the resort to see if we find any Valentine's Day merchandise. Now it's about 11:30. We just finished up inside of Five and Dime / Elias & Co. Not really any crazy new merchandise. However, we'll continue to make our way around Disney California Adventure Park to see if we can find any other merchandise that has released. However, we do want to talk about one big update that's happening in this area right now. Now, of course, that update brings us outside Elias & Company, and as you guys can see, it doesn't appear to be any of the little like boards that they have to kind of show you like the work that they're actually doing here. They got it all boarded up, kind of like the same thing that happened over there at Jolly Holidays. So it's nice to see that we have a new tarp. I know you guys have mentioned the name of that. Please remind me down in the comment section below. But it does look really nice because, again, it just kind of shows the facade rather than like all the construction that is happening. Now, is it just me, or each time we're in this area, we got some more flowers that are added to this really beautiful flower bed? It's one of our favorite things to come look at. And I think you guys have mentioned what that flower is in the middle. However, man, the springtime is definitely almost here, and DCA does a great job on getting you in that vibe. We ended up inside Trolley Treats. A really beautiful subscriber of the channel, Juliana, is actually going to pick up Raylani a little treat today. So let's see what she ends up getting. Okay, right before we were about to leave, I actually noticed that there is a new caramel apple. So it's made with Snicker pieces. quite interesting. I feel like that is definitely gonna have to be something we try maybe in the future. However, there's no way I could walk around Disney just munching on a giant apple. But it does sound really, really good. So we just want to say thank you to Miss Juliana for getting Raylani a really fun cupcake. What do you say, Raylani? Thank you. Okay, you want to try it and let us know how it tastes? Try the chocolate.
Oh my gosh!
How is that? Good? Okay. All right, Raylani, let's dive into this. There you go. Good job. Oh, it's a thumbs up already. Now I came over here to the popcorn cart. It doesn't look like they have any more Stitch popcorn buckets. However, it does look like they have a new Disney California Adventure popcorn bucket that you can get. And also at this popcorn cart, I forgot to mention, guys, you can get regular butter popcorn as well as the caramel popcorn, which looks and sounds great. So we'll have to do that in the future. Now that we just finished up on Buena Vista Street, let's make our way inside Hollywoodland and see what updates we can find today. Now, it's been a while since we've been inside Gone Hollywood, so let's see what merchandise they have inside this store. Now, inside the store, you can pretty much find a lot of the other merchandise that we typically see around the resort. However, it is really nice because it's kind of consolidated to like one little spot. And remember, guys, sometimes if you can't find merchandise in other areas of the resort, be sure to come over here because they typically have a lot of things that are kind of like hidden. So sizing and such, so just keep that in mind. That's right, I forgot about these. So these guys are each $29.99. So if you know someone who's gotten married or is recently going to get married, maybe this might be a nice gift. Now here inside, it also looks like they have their own Valentine's Day collection. I'm not really seeing any of the other shirts or sweaters that you guys have asked for restocks, but I guess, why do you need all of that if you have Raylani's chocolate coins? Now we have arrived over here to the Mike and Sulley to the Rescue ride. It's time to jump on.
We just made it to the queue. It said it was 25 minutes. The line actually said 30 minutes, but I'm gonna say it's 45. Are you ready to go ride Monsters? Yeah? Just got done with Monsters, but really quick, I want to point out my awesome side bag that I got from Pixie Crystal all the way from Aulani. It's so cute, and you know, I'm wishing I was there with all the, you know, little summer vibes. And I have my Olu here. I had to add it to the bag, but I just want to say thank you again. I'm hoping now that we can go try out some festival foods, as I know that's what you all want to see, so let's get going.
Now, don't forget, by stage 17, the meet and greet for Moana 2 is still happening. So if you want to meet her, this is the area where you can do that. It is now 12:07, and we're going to make our way a little bit more into Disney California Adventure Park. Like Nicole said, it's time to get some food, right?
Yes, and Raylani's still working on that cupcake.
Oh my gosh. We have arrived to our first booth area, but guys, don't forget to grab yourself a guide map / menu for Lunar New Year, just so you can figure out all the things you want to do as well as food you want to try.
So we're here at the start of the Lunar New Year Festival, and in the Cove we're going to be trying out some yummy food options from Lucky 8 Latern. So our first option is going to be the Quesabirria egg roll. Now this does have guajillo pepper consomme as a dipping option, so let's pick it up and take our bite. Okay, here we go. It has like a nice little crunch factor, but it's also soft at the same time off of touch. Let's go into this gravy looking consomme. Cheers. Those flavors were fantastic on this quesabirria egg roll. It's really good. I even like the consomme dipping. The only thing is, as I said, it does have like a very mild crunch, but you can definitely see that the wrapping is still somewhat like undercooked. So when you're like pulling it, it's more on the chewy side than like a nice crunchy crisp. But honestly, I'm not going to knock it over that. This is always a fan favorite. I love it. And I definitely got to make this at home since I have a ton of birria that I had made earlier this week. So maybe I'll recreate this at home. I'm so excited for this next food offering. So this is going to be the chocolate firecracker. This is light chocolate mousse, chocolate ganache filling, chocolate almond Daqua, and popping candy featuring Dove dark chocolate. I know I butchered that, but it's a very decadent looking chocolate infused treat. So let's stop blabbing. Let's try it out, and then we'll have Miss Raylani try it out too. I'm gonna do my best here to cut this so you guys can see the inside. Ooh, she's been summoned. She hurt herself. So as you can see, the mousse layers there in that chocolate. Just gonna put that here for now. Get my fork. All right. So it looks like mousse consistency throughout, but let's try it out. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. My goodness, was this delicious. I like literally have no words because that's how good it is. This is every chocolate lover's dream. The mousse is nice and light and fluffy. It's a perfect chill. That dark chocolate like definitely is there, but not in like an overdone sensation. Oh, I just dropped my knife. It's okay. Overall, I will be getting this every time that we're here because this is delicious. This is something I cannot make at home. So I am definitely going to be spending my money on this treat.
It is now 12:36. We got about 9 minutes before the Mulan's processional parade starts. So we're gonna enjoy that, and then we're gonna continue on with our day. So enjoy the parade. Now, we just finished up with the Mulan's processional, and Raylani's actually taking our friends to go find free bread, right? You ready, Raylani? Let's go. We have now arrived to Raylani's favorite spot here at DCA to get free bread. Let's go. There we go. I almost didn't make it.
my gosh.
Raylani, what did you just get from the awesome cast member? Free bread, literally. That's so awesome. That was so nice of them, Raylani. What do you say?
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we're still here inside of San Francisco, but it does look like at the carts they still have the Megabot sipper. So if you're looking for that, looks like you can find them at outdoor vending carts. Just finished up inside San Francisco. We're gonna head over inside of Cars Land now. Now we're here inside Cars Land. We're actually trying to find, there's a cozy cone little kind of statue banner thing that released the other night. Unfortunately, it's been sold out pretty much throughout Cars Land. We have not found it. However, we're gonna go inside a couple stores and see if we can see it today. We have arrived here to the Cozy Cone Motel, and it does appear that the construction is still happening in this area. But Nicole did point out, pretty much on that opposite end where you see those cones at, it looks like we have some new tables. So there will be a little bit of seating here in this area, which I think those canopies look really cool on it. However, again, our central hub for like ordering is still under construction, but I'm actually quite excited to see when it does open up how it's gonna elevate this area. Now we are on the hunt for that little sign, so let's come over here to Liz's and see if they have it in here. Now in this store they have tons of really cool like Route 66 merchandise. However, the one thing I think looks incredible is this new Cozy Cone planter. Oh my goodness, guys, for $24.99, what do you think? I almost think it's worth that just because of how cool it looks, and I do collect the die-cast cars. So this would actually be really fun to have in the collection. However, of course, I got to keep a plant alive at the same time. But I'm not seeing any sign of the cozy cone signs at this time. Now it also looks like they have a piston cup. I don't think I've actually seen this before. So this will also run $29.99. I think I need both. And of course, if you don't want the big piston cup, it does look like we have an ornament with Lightning McQueen on it, which also looks really fun. Just finished up inside Liz's. Now it's time to jump on Luigi's Rollickin Roadsters.
We just got done with Luigi's Rollickin Roadster and oh my gosh, we were cracking up. I always underestimate that very final spin. I have to just like tuck in and just lean into it because it gets a little crazy. But what we wanted to point out is when we were getting off the ride, the car's location for dining is now closed again. Like, what is going on? So anyways, oh, I hear Big Red coming. We gotta wrap it up, but yeah, this is closed. Here comes Red.
Now that we finished up with the ride, I'm actually coming back to Liz's. I think I am gonna pick up that cone today. Now I decided to come back to Liz's. I think I am gonna pick one of these up. They just look too cool to pass up. All right, I had to get it. I just think it looks too cool. And I mean, I gotta add this to a collection, right? Now let's also come over here to Ramon's and see what merchandise they have today. Now it looks like they have that really cool and interesting Radiator Springs water bottle. So it looks like this will run $39.99. However, I'm kind of digging this hat that's right below it for $29.99. It has that same Radiator Springs Let's Go collection. Love the trucker hat design on something like this. And for $59.99, guys, check this crew neck sweatshirt out. It does have some embroidery work as well as some vinyl finish. But oh my gosh, that looks so cool. And right next to it, they also have this really cool button-down shirt. I definitely think this is something I'm gonna have to add into my button-down collection here in the near future. Now we've pretty much wrapped it up here inside of Radiator Springs. I think we're gonna make our way into Avengers Campus as we have an update we need to let you guys know, especially if you're coming to the parks anytime soon. You might not want to miss this, so let's make our way inside. I did want to talk about a big update that's going to be happening on March 10th in Avengers Campus. So Guardians of the Galaxy, unfortunately, is going to be going under some refurbishment. Unfortunately, no opening date is set at this time. If you guys know something else, comment it down below. So we want to give you guys that update just in case you're coming during that time. Unfortunately, don't expect to go on that ride as it will be down. We have now made our way inside Grizzly Peak and wanted to point out that the Grizzly Peak Water Rapids will be reopening on March 14th. Now, this is a ride I definitely need to get on, so maybe on the reopening date or around a time that we're actually here for it, I might jump on. What about you?
No, thank you. As much as I love water rides, this is not one.
Right?
I like it.
You like it?
She might.
Oh my goodness.
We are right here at the pier, and I'm trying to get this review in right before Mulan's second procession kicks off. But we're going to be trying the Taro cold foam Vietnamese coffee that's over at Wrap with Love. I believe this is going to be a Vietnamese-style coffee that has sweetened condensed milk, and then it has a Taro cold foam on top. It looks really beautiful, so hopefully it hits that coffee point that I'm looking for, but let's try it out. Cheers. This is divine. This has the perfect taste of like that coffee or espresso. The Taro has a really nice smoothness to it. I get like hints of like almost like a coconut in a weird sensation, but it's really good. It's so good that we actually ended up with two somehow. So one for Henry, one for me. That means I don't have to share, and I'm very excited about that.
We're now making our way back here to Paradise Garden Grill to pick up a yummy treat. Now, don't forget, guys, in this back area, you can actually get some free calligraphy made by some really awesome calligraphists. So if you're in this area, make sure you do it, as it's so much fun. And here are a few options that you can pick from, but we'll probably do this tomorrow.
We made our way back here towards Paradise Garden Park, and from the vending carts, we actually have something fun to try out. So here we have the sweet taro bread. Now this does have a taro cream cheese, and it does have an icing as well. This is that famous garlic bread that we had seen earlier, or I guess later last year. It was a garlic cream cheese, and now it's turned over to taro. So let's try it out and see what we think. Let's pull this one here. I like the, oh, I just felt the cream cheese there. Oh, it also had condensed milk. That's the other ingredient. All right, here we go. Let's try it out. Whoa. My goodness, this is so delicious. It's nice and warm. It almost tastes like a glazed donut with a little bit less icing, and then you get hit of that cream cheese with taro. It's not overwhelming, not as overwhelming as the coffee was, but this is really enjoyable. I don't know if I could eat the whole bread by myself. I know some people can, but it's very kind of right there on the sweetness factor for me, but it's really good. Make sure you try it out while it's still here.
All right, everyone, so it's about 3 o'clock now. We're wrapping it up here at Disney California Adventure Park. Some good food, some amazing rides, and just overall a really good time. So with all that being said, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed, and tap that notification bell to be notified when we do drop a new video. And like we always say, may you always have a magical adventure. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.